In this video, I'll be recapping episode 1 and 2 of My Home Hero, the anime about a father who killed her daughter's boyfriend after finding out he abuses her and has to hide and dispose of his body while being investigated by the Yakuza. A man sits in a restaurant reading the reviews for his latest work, which aren't too great, when his daughter, Reika, enters and sits in front of him. The man asks, "When did my daughter become a celebrity?" as she's hiding her face, and she answers, "None of your business." The man asks her to take off her hat, sunglasses, and mask. She does, revealing a bruised face, and claims she fell and hit a pole. With a serious face, the man asks, "How many times did you fall?" 4, 5. He further inquires if that pole was his boyfriend, and Reika leaves not wanting to answer. Tetsu goes to her apartment hoping to get answers when he overhears a man named Nobuto bragging to his friends that he punched a woman 5 to 6 times. His friends ask for the woman's name and he replies Reika. Overhearing this, he gets suspicious that Nobuto is Reika's boyfriend. He follows the group for a little while before getting approached by a man posing as a pimp.
"Hey, buddy, do I have a treat for you? Ever had white Brazilian pussy?"
The man punches and drags him to an alleyway, stripping his clothes and beating him up. He takes a picture of him with his ID, threatening for if he goes to the police, stating this is all because he followed his guys. The next morning, Tetsu's walking down the street listening to his birthday present, a song sang by Reika, who she made him purchase because she was too embarrassed to sing it again. Tetsu walks to Reika's apartment and enters, looking into Reika's boyfriend. Confirmed, it's Nobuto. He walks to her door and opens. Tetsu quickly realizes and enters the closet. Talking on the phone, Nobuto states that he's gonna milk her dry, and after doing so, dump her. It's revealed that he's only after protection money and the inheritance from her grandfather. Learning on the phone that Tetsu followed them yesterday, he gets mad and spouts he's gonna kill Reika, trashing her apartment. Tetsu notes how her and his family are in danger and knows he needs to do something. While in the closet, he calls Nobuto's phone and threatens him, which intensely angers Nobuto. Then lures him to the closet using the phone and straight out of Compton, grabs a handful of those nuts. Keep watching to find out how Tetsu kills Nobuto and how he'll dispose of his body. While disoriented on the floor, Tetsu grabs a rice cooker and beats Nobuto over the head to death. After this, his wife walks in the apartment seeing Tetsu standing over the bleeding remains of Nobuto. She sides with him, saying it was just self-defense, and maybe they can prove that in court. But Tetsu disagrees, stating that over what he's learned, Nobuto has killed at least 2 people, meaning his ties in the Yakuza can cover up murder. They won't just let them go even if they do prove self-defense in court. Tetsu begins to panic when his wife asks, "Why don't we also cover up the murder? Then they won't find out." One of the Yakuza members, Kyochi, stands outside the apartment listening in on the conversation, but not able to make out what they're saying. When Reika arrives home, she enters the apartment with no dead body, carefully hid in the bathtub. Her parents convince Reika to stay at their house, and Tetsu says he'll clean the apartment a bit. As Reika and her mom head home, the Yakuza member outside enters the apartment. He finds Tetsu disguised as a cleaner and soon leaves after, not finding Nobuto. He goes back to the car and reports to a man he hasn't found him. Sometime later in the apartment, the wife returns with supplies that Tetsu had her buy. While Reika's back at home, he asks what he's going to do with them and tells he's going to turn the bathtub into a pot and cook the body, since meat gets smaller when you cook it. He wraps tinfoil around some cardboard, making an insealer as not to warp the bathtub from the heat, and proceeds. Walking home with a suitcase, he has the remains of Nobuto stuffed inside. Arriving, he pleasantly eats dinner with his family, and the next morning goes to Home Depot for tools. While shopping, a pair of Yakuza search the suitcase in his trunk. Returning to his car, he sees a sleeve of jacket, which he previously left outside the suitcase in, notifying him that people did search his trunk and they are watching him. He tells his wife, and at home they plan to dispose of the rest of Nobuto's remains, posing it as gardening. As they work on their garden, a man posing as a housing agent preoccupies them. While Kyuchi sneaks inside the house, he plants listening devices, and as Tetsu and his wife enter the home, hides in the closet. In the afternoon, they listen in from a car parked outside. Right before Tetsu's wife finds them, she tells her husband, and they find more listening devices throughout throughout. Knowing they're listening, Tetsu comes up with a plan. He writes a script and gives it to his wife. The context of the script are designed to take suspicion off them and put it onto a mystery stalker. In the script, they mention the car parked outside and the Yakuza drive off to avoid the police. The two find time while Reik is in the bathroom to dispose of the body. When his wife asks if this is his first time killing someone, he replies defensive and states all he knows now is knowledge gathered from mystery genres. His wife grabs a plastic bag of Naboto and offers to help, stating they're in this together. The next night, as they carry on about their business, straight out of Compton, Yakuza members apprehend them. Kiyoshi stands over the wife's body and states, "They may look like a normal couple, but they're hiding something." If you want me to carry on and recap episode 3 and 4, subscribe and comment down below. Leave a like for my ego, helps get that dopamine flowing. My name's IWD Recaps. Peace out.